I learned about the concept of homemaking from another YouTuber who I used to have meetings with, like when we were just talking about the videos we want to create, different content creation strategies. And I like the concept, making your home as comfortable and as beautiful, somewhere where everyone who's in it wants to be. The only thing was that I was hindered by the idea or even just the mindset that homemaking is for maybe young moms or people with families, people who are married and already have like their own family that they're living with, if that makes sense. But I've since recently learned that homemaking doesn't really depend on your relationship status or even the status of your family, but it's about creating the home that you live in. Thank God, that you're living in a home, but making it the best place for you to be, your humble abode, if you will. Even just somewhere that is just like your place of rest, your place of like escape from the outside world, an oasis for yourself and the people that you live with. So regardless of your relationship status, homemaking is for you. And today I specifically want to talk to single people who are interested in homemaking and to encourage you about doing this because it's for you as well. And there are several reasons why homemaking is for you and homemaking is for single people. So let's get into it. So let's talk about why single people, especially single women, can be homemakers. Homemaking is about stewardship. The place, the space that God has given you, you taking it and you making it reflect your values, right? Your vision for your life right now. And I really enjoy that. Lately in the room that I'm currently in, I've been thinking about the ways in which I want to decorate, the ways in which I want it to feel just open and rest worthy, if that's a word, and just spacious, and something that even just has like the different values that I have. I have like a prayer board, a vision board, and different things that just I enjoy looking at. Recently for my birthday, a friend gave me a wonderful painting that she created. I'm so grateful for that gift. And even now I've been thinking about, okay, how can I put it up in my room that I can see it often, because the painting actually has like a meaning. She had a prophetic word written on the back talking about arising and shining, for my light has come, from Isaiah. And I just feel like it's specific to this season right now, to arise and shine, share, let my light shine. And when I look at the painting, it reminds me of that. So even for that painting, I want to know where to put it. And I've just been really excited about different ideas about creating the space that I have, because like my room is my own right now. The rest of the house, like, we share, and it's also like, just different details regarding apartment buildings in a shared space. But my room, for the most part, I can create it into my own space, and I've been really enjoying doing that. Like, it's not even complete as yet. There's some things, like I'm looking at the shelf right beside me and I don't know what to do with it, but I'm excited to explore. And the thing about me is that like organization and even just decoration isn't like my strongest ability. It's not my strongest suit. But I do enjoy just getting to that place. Even just looking at different photos and videos, maybe on YouTube or Pinterest, and getting inspirations from it is something I'm enjoying. So I'm realizing that I'm not disqualified from this, even with like decoration not being my top skill. I can get there and learn and get to a place where I enjoy the space that I'm living in right now. So I hope that encourages you that whatever space you have right now, you can make it into your own, and you can make it reflect the values that you have. I'm also learning that if you desire marriage, if you desire having a family, homemaking is amazing preparation. And it's good to start right now, because then you are getting into the routines, into the flow of how you are, taking care of your home. Because like homemaking isn't just like static. It's not just about like setting up the decoration and leaving it. You have to learn how to continuously maintain the space, you're living in. So once you've organized your space and you're using the things as you should, how to keep on organizing it, Organization isn't my top skill. And I used to have this big issue, right? It seems simple, but it was big for me. Like on the top of my dresser, like it would always constantly get to a place of getting chaotic. And I've since learned that one of the most basic and top skills or tools, if you will, in organization is letting everything have its place and keeping it there. Even when once you've used it, put it back in its place. And it's been like, for me, I don't know about anyone else, mind blowing to realize that, oh, this will help me to keep my space in the best way. And I think it's good for me to learn right now, so that in the future, God willing, when I have my family and I'm married and stuff like that, I can actually have that routine going. And it's not something I'm learning just then, especially when it's at a harder place, I suppose, like having people around you who are also dependent on you for that. I just enjoy it, right? I know that in our society right now, there are different expectations for people and for women, which I love. But me personally, I like having a nice space. I've seen how it affects me, how it actually helps me. And I want that for everyone around me as well. So I enjoy it, and I just do it to the best of my ability while I'm growing in it right now, One of my favorite things about homemaking right now is inviting people into the space that I've created. Just the basic concept of hospitality, just making people feel warmed and welcome, even by the effort that you've put into like creating the space for them. Like, okay, so I don't have gatherings in my bedroom, but even just the living room, like before I've invited people over for parties or whatever, I like to, decorate the living room, even just to show that I've made effort for them to be there. And I love their faces. I love when they come and they're just like, wow, I love what you've done with the lights. I love what you've done with the table, different things like that. And yeah, I just love welcoming people in and inviting them. And homemaking involves that as well, because once you've already had the space prepared, and you may do a little extra here and there to have people in your home, but it's easier just knowing how you would regularly create your space for people to come into. So that's another reason why I genuinely love homemaking. And as a single woman, I've learned that it's something I can do right now and enjoy. I don't have to wait for the future. I can do it right now. And I enjoy it for that reason a lot. Another big aspect why I realize that homemaking is for single women is that it affects, and it also it actually helps your rest and productivity. I can't tell you the significance in how my productivity increases once my space is just more organized. And I see how maybe if I'm going through something, it shows up in the space in which I am, or, vice versa. One affects the other. But what I can do is just make sure that my space is as organized as possible. And I do that, and it increases my productivity and also my rest. I just love at the end of the day sitting on my chair or on my bed and just relaxing and looking at the space around me and thanking God for this provision. Enjoy looking around at the things that I've gathered, put together piece by piece, and just relaxing, even just decompressing in that environment. And even if that's all that it is for me, homemaking is one of my top priorities right now. Just really having my own oasis of what I come to and what I get to enjoy. Now, the thing is that I also work from home a lot, so the productivity part is also important, because during the day, whether I'm in my bedroom or in the living room working, I need to have a place that's really well put together, and that's on me. That's my responsibility to ensure that the space that I have, that I'm in, is as organized as possible. So like I definitely am sure that for me it's a priority. And it's not that I do it perfectly. It's not that I've since really learned how to organize maybe before I go to bed or when I wake up in the morning, but I don't do that every day. There are some days when I need to rush out of the house and I just leave my bed as it is. But as much as possible, I definitely try to keep it orderly and as, beautiful as possible, because why not? And here's another bonus tip that I think is important for everyone to really grasp. Homemaking is not about getting the things, like the most expensive this or that, the most amazing vase or whatever. It is about using the things that you have right now, even that you can get within your budget, and making it yours, like putting it all together well in a way that you can admire. And maybe if you have some ideas or some desires for what you want to have for the future, that's fine, but you also do it within your budget. You could even create things with your hands. I've since learned that maybe the handcrafting things I don't enjoy doing as much, because for me personally, they don't come together looking as precise as maybe things that I can buy. But I've since just learned to buy this and that within my budget and putting it into my home, right? But there are some things that I will make with my own hands, like probably painting. I love painting. I've since discovered even just the style that I like with painting, and some of my paintings I have up right now, and I'm still trying to figure out where to put the rest. So it's about using what you have, right? And if you have any other tips or anything you've learned from homemaking, please let me know. Or if you actually are thinking about homemaking, but you thought for some reason it wasn't for you, let me know why, and I'd love to encourage you in the comments. So thank you for watching this video, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Have a great day.